Are you ready to go on? We should get moving. Are you ready to go on? Let's go. Okay. Watch your step. I've never come through this area once without getting attacked.
I want to find the thief who took my armor.
Well, for anything stolen near here recently, I would start with Ray. He's an outlaw I found out here a few days ago. Very jumpy. Definitely looking for something.
Where do I find him?
Huh. I don't know. He disappeared off to the northeast. I'm guessing he went back to Tavar. But, hey, I wouldn't rush after him. He's probably sold your armor by now.
If it's so dangerous, why do you come out here?
Magalan almost died when the comet hit. A living, breathing planet turned to ash and dust. But the Berserkers are using their magic to bring our world back to life. Just look around you. Edan is the greenest place on Magalan. They need more people. And they offer anyone who comes the same chance to start over. We should move on. One downside of all this plant life is that you can't see the rot boars coming.
Let's keep going.
All right, and follow me. We should get moving. Let's go.
What are the ruins over there?
Remnants of the old world. A reminder that the past can be left behind.
Can we find anything useful there?
Maybe. Maybe. A group of clerics came through this area a few days ago. A scouting party reconnoitering Goliath. Well, that was their plan. Instead, they ran into a group of rot boars. Got chased into those ruins and haven't come out.
Maybe they're alive. Haven't you checked?
Checked on the enemy? Yes, well, maybe you're right. We're all allies in the fight against the Alps. But those ruins are dangerous. The rot boars might still be there. Why haven't you joined a faction?
Why did you choose to join the Berserkers and not the clerics?
The clerics follow the god Kalan, who tells them technology will save us all. I don't believe in gods, and I don't think boxes of cables hold all the answers.
Maybe I should join the outlaws.
Huh. They might call themselves the kings of the desert, but they're just hanging on to survival like the rest of us. And that survival comes at the cost of anyone around them, even their own kind.
Maybe I should join the Albs.
You don't join the Albs. You're born one, or they choose you. That means most people are taken, rejected, and killed horrifically. The survivors are turned into mindless addicts. They might once have been free people like you and me, but ELEX has turned them all into emotionless killing machines. Go to Zakor if you want, but all that will await you is misery and death.
Stop questioning me about my business, or I'll get angry. I cannot decide whether to join a faction out here. Let's go on.
Well, we have a choice to make. You're short of equipment. We could see if the clerics have left any in the ruins.
You want us to go into the ruins?
That's up to you. but there's a risk to that. So, maybe we should just head straight for Goliath. I better warn you that the creatures in there won't take prisoners. It would definitely be safer to bypass them for now. So, what do you think? Shall we risk entering the ruins?
Let's go into the ruins.
A brave choice. Opportunities are there to be seized. Those clerics should be around here somewhere. We should get moving. Let's go. Are you ready to go on? We should get moving. Let's go.
Looks like someone used this as a camp before.
Let's go. We should get moving. Are you ready to go on? Let's go. Are you ready to go on?
Looks like someone used this as a camp before now. Maybe I could use it. This place will come in handy.
We should get moving. Are you ready to go on? Let's go. These ruins look like they were some sort of machine shop in the old world.
You know about the old world?
Only what I've learned on my travels.
Ruins and wreckage. The old world is irrelevant.
Irrelevant? It's where we all came from. The Berserkers want to grow the world back to what it was. The other factions pick through its bones, hoping to find the technology it left us.
Do you often find clerics in Edan?
All the factions come here. For intel, for resources. We all take from each other. At least it's just raids from the clerics for now. There have been wars in the past. And it does seem like there are some clerics who want to repeat those mistakes and take us back into open warfare.
Let's go on to Goliath.
Right. Follow me.
You say there were Albs in this area. How long ago was that?
The raider crashed a week ago. It's been quiet since then. Well, apart from the scouting party on the edge of the forest. It feels like something serious is brewing up there in Zakor. And that's bad news for us all. Are you ready to go on? We should get moving.
No, I'm not good enough for that. There was something hanging there.
Let's go. Are you ready to go on? Let's go. Are you ready to go on? We should get moving. I'll get this one. Are you ready to go on? Let's go.
We need this damn thing, but these mutants are everywhere. There! There, you hear that? They're coming from above. Hey, you idiots! Move your asses and get them!
We should get moving. Are you ready to go on? Let's go. We should get moving. Are you ready to go on? Let's go. You should be able to make your way on alone from here. You can find supplies and get yourself back on your feet in Goliath. And then, the choice will be yours.
So I can just leave whenever I want.
You should try to get a better weapon and some armor before heading into the wastelands, but that's up to you. Have a look around our community. See what we can offer you.
What happens if you find an alb here?
They try and kill us, so we kill them. Except the Separatists, a group of albs that has broken away from Zakor. Maybe they could be allies.
You think the Separatists will help you fight the Albs?
Maybe these Separatists want to join the Free People. Maybe they're just another threat. But I'm sure that together, we can defeat the Albs. But, for now, the Separatists are outnumbered, without friends and defiant. They're already finding life is hard out here if you haven't joined one of the factions. That makes them jumpy, so I'd be careful around them. They're suspicious of everyone. Well, we have reached Goliath, but this is only the start of your journey. Look for me once you've settled in. You'll find me up at Warlord Ragnar's stronghold at the top of Goliath.
All right, you can stop there. In the name of the Hooded Crows, and with the power invested in me by the warlords of Goliath, I hereby challenge you to state who you are and what you want. You should know that Goliath is eternally vigilant in its search for Albs.
Dura sent me here.
Oh, you're one of Duras's hand-me-ons, are ya? You better think about reporting to Ragnar. Or one of the other warlords when you get in then. They'll check you're not an Alb spy. All right. You can go in. But all weapons must remain sheathed. Start anything, and a paladin will turn you to ash faster than you can say, I wish that Duras guy hadn't sent me here. Oh, and don't steal anything, or flash technology around. I don't expect any more or less from you.
Understood.
Good. Then I welcome you in the name of the Berserkers.
Who are the Hooded Crows?
We are the warrior clan of the Berserkers. Our warlord Ragnar, proven in battle, worthy defender of Goliath, leads us as we stand to defend our cause from all who would oppose it, from within or without. We stand as guardians for fairness and justice, equality and order. All who wish to join the Berserkers must answer to Ragnar.
Who is Ragnar?
How can you not have heard of him? Ragnar the Fierce? Ragnar, son of Bajar? He is the highest warlord here in Goliath. Literally, he lives up there in the ruins from the old world.
Who is in charge here?
Weren't you listening? As long as Thorold, the great pilgrim and master of all magic, is away on retreat, Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows, is in charge. Warlord of warlords, mighty and just, he is an example to us all. I wouldn't go knocking on his door unless you're serious about joining us. But you might get lucky and see him in the lower quarter. He likes to keep an eye on things personally.
Right, got it.
That's why Duras sent you here? To be recruited? You better join us and not the outlaws if you want to live. Follow the laws, impress people, and Ragnar might see fit to let you become a berserker. Break the laws, and we'll break you.
So, your leader Thorold is not in the city?
No. Master Thorold, the pilgrim, glorious, great, and wise, has gone into retreat. There he seeks answers. From there he will return to bring us victory. He will return as soon as his mission is successful. Until then, he has given Warlord Ragnar command of Goliath.
Okay, I've got it. It sounds like you're expecting trouble.
Outlaws, clerics, and now the Albs starting wars, and that's before we talk about mutants. Where have you been if you don't think there's trouble in the world? But don't worry, you'll be safe here. No Albs getting past me.
Is there somewhere I can stay in Goliath?
Maybe, down by the tavern or with the cultivators. Try the lower quarter. There's room there for honest men. Pay your way, or work for your stay, and you'll be welcome. We are the protectors of Magalan, and we welcome all free people here.
So, what can I do to earn my stay?
Can you handle a weapon?
Yes.
Then you'll find work. We're short of people since the attacks began.
This place doesn't sound too safe.
Where is? With the Albs looking to tear down this whole world.
You're short of people?
Everyone's lost people to the Albs. Workers, cultivators, warriors. They're all looking for more hands. You'll need to earn your place. But there are tasks for all hands. And the shards to pay for them.
You use shards as money?
What else are you going to use? Everyone uses ELEX as money. And don't start on with trying to barter your way with raptor shit. You'll need ELEX or decent old world scrap if you want to make a deal. I'm watching you. Don't do something stupid. All technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit. Put that weapon away. I'm watching you. Don't do something stupid.
I don't have any time right now. I'm watching you.
Did I invite you? Quit sneaking, okay? Leave your hands where I can see them. What are you up to? Be on your best behavior, all right? Did I invite you? Leave your hands where I can see them.
Hey, are you my backup?
What backup?
Oh, for the love of her. Is no one gonna send me some relief? I need a piss, a sit down, and a different fucking view.
Stop trying to sneak. I've seen you already.
Quit sneaking around.
Needs a key.
Hey! Hey! Stop that thief! Don't let him get away!
Do you think you're invisible or something?
Quit sneaking, okay?
Needs a key.
Are you coming to see me?
Another incomer. Are you here to trade, fight, or just add another mouth to the masses? Because unless we get help, I don't know how we're gonna keep feeding the people we've already got here. They are supposed to be able to conjure stuff up with their magic, but can they do that with supplies? Can they magic up the food we need? No, they can't.
Magic up supplies?
Mana, spells, magic it up, whatever you want to call it. Work here might be quite hard, physical labor, but it's supposed to be balanced out with magic. But where is the help that I need? But then, what does magic do for me when I'm hungry? In any case, I won't let myself be deceived. Even if our magic can protect us from what is out there, it is no replacement for a full stomach.
What do you have to trade?
You can take a look at our stock. The selection is more limited than I'd like, but it's what we have. Of course, if we weren't besieged by outlaws, albs, and we're still pen-pushing bureaucrats, I could offer you more.
Are things really that bad in Goliath?
That depends who you ask. I'm sure there are some who don't notice how hard it is for everyone at the bottom of the pile.
It sounds like you have a problem.
Oh, I wish it was only one. But let's start with the Ison clan, promising me regular deliveries from the Valley of the Damned, and then failing to get them for me. It's time Master Thorol's returned from his retreat to put this right. But like everyone else, it seems like he has plans greater than, say, making sure everyone gets fed. If we don't get that food, we'll be living on hope and fresh air. But then, why should you care if our warlords don't?
Can I help?
You? Well, not one to turn down that sort of offer. My only motive is to keep people fed. If I'm going to achieve that, I need someone to talk to Angrim. I need someone to persuade him how serious the situation is. These warriors seem to think that fighting is the only thing that matters. But let's see them try fighting when they've not eaten for a week. Can you tell Angrim that's how bad it is? That if we don't start getting boxes of supplies, then the only thing he'll have to eat is boxes.
Where can I find this Master Thorold?
The pilgrim has been gone for so long, I'm not sure anyone knows where he is. He announced that he needed to go into retreat for some higher purpose, and that was it. He left. All we know is that his leaving had something to do with ELEX and mana. But what exactly, I don't think anyone knows.
It sounds like these supply problems are getting you down.
No guards for escorting the supplies here or to distribute them afterwards. Outlaws and clerics stealing some of what we do send.
Yes, it's not just you. I had my armor stolen by an outlaw.
Outlaws. The one thing you can trust them to do is to steal things.
And do you know where they take the things they've stolen?
Well, if they're true outlaws, there is only one place they'll take them. Straight to Tavar and a share of the profit.
Interesting to know. I will speak to Angrim for you.
Thank you. My hunters are doing their best, but we can't get by without those food supplies from the valley.
Can we trade?
Look around. Tell me what you need.
Can we trade?
Look around. Tell me what you need. Stop messing around with that technology, will you?
I'll see you later.
What are you looking for here?
Hey! Hey! Stop that thief!
Not now.
Don't think that you can steal anything.
Another incomer. Are you here? You know,
Are things...
But... You... These... Can... He announced that he needed to go into retreat for some... All we know is that his leaving... But what?
It sounds like these...
No guards for escorting... Now...
And you...
Well, if they're true...
Interesting. I will...
But we...
Can...
Look...
Can we trade?
Look around. Tell me what you need.
Can we trade?
Look around. Tell me what you need. Stop messing around with that technology, will you?
So, and what is your crime?
What?
I am Warlord Ragnar, patron of this Berserker settlement, while Master Thorold is on pilgrimage. Anyone who commits a crime must answer to me. Emissaries from the other communities also have to speak to me first. So, are you an emissary? Why are you here? Speak.
I'm actually not from Edan.
Oh. Hopefully you have good news from the other lands. Otherwise, this will be a very short guest performance for you here. So you had better think very carefully about your next answer. Again, what exactly do you want here?
I'm looking for work.
You can prove yourself by helping the people of Edan. There is more than enough work to go around. So if you want to be tolerated here, you must follow my rules. These rules are very simple. If you harm the Berserker community, you will pay. If you serve the community, you will receive fair compensation for it. I hope we understand one another, because if not, you will have to answer to me. Is that clear?
You're the boss.
Yes, correct. The quicker you understand that, the better for you. Heed my advice, and you will find the Berserkers to be good hosts. Is there anything else?
Master Thorold. What kind of man is he?
Thorold is not here at the moment. The warlords are in charge of the day-to-day running, though all owe their allegiance to him, the Pilgrim. He has taken it upon himself to go into retreat, to seek the answers we need for Edan to survive. His knowledge of magic is superior to anyone's. If there is any person capable of solving the problems we face, it is the Pilgrim.
Do you think the Berserkers can stop the Alps from conquering Edan?
The Berserkers raised Edan from wasteland to forest. This is our home, and we will hold it.
I heard you had taken heavy losses.
War takes its toll. The clerics fought us, the outlaws have raided us, and now we must face the elves. But the Berserkers' roots run deep into the ground here. And we have something to fight for. With magic, with self-belief and hard steel, we have returned as many dead Albs to Zakor as they have left berserkers dead and dying here. Cormag, Angrim, and myself will see the berserkers stand firm. Talk to Angrim if you want to know more.
How is your war against the Albs going?
Our war? This isn't a war of our choosing. They attacked us. Then they sent a party to construct a converter in the north of Edan. You'll find the metallic ruins of it there, and the soil around that monstrosity holds the bones of the Albs that came with it. Since then, they have raided, rather than trying to hold ground in Edan. But who knows where and when they will strike next? Here, or in Tavar, or Ignadon. The war has hurt them, no doubt. Even their own kind has rebelled. There's a group of Alb separatists to the north. They continue their love of ELEX machines, but they are fighting their own kind.
Where can I find Angrim?
Look for him in the Warriors' Quarter, near the Mana Shrine.
Where is the Warrior Quarter?
That would be near the Mana Shrine. If you wish to find something in Goliath, take your feet out of the door and find someone else to be your tour guide.
Let's assume I help you out.
Yes?
What kind of special tasks would you have for me?
Special tasks? Why would you figure that I need someone who can do more than just the usual?
Because I see what's going on here.
Is it that obvious that we have some problems here in Goliath?
Yes, it's apparent.
I have to admit I underestimated you. At least you're observant. But it also takes guts to confront me. So you really want to help us out?
Yes.
There are many things to be done. Our people are dedicated, but we still have supply shortages. Food, medicine, machine parts, and other equipment. There are too few cultivators in the fields. Speak to the people here, and they can tell you where your skills are best used. Earn their trust, and you may earn mine. And if you're planning to join us, then I will have a very special task for you. A lot of people come to me, looking to join us, to climb the ranks. You look like you have ambition. If you earn my trust, you'll go far here.
Where can I buy armor like yours?
Ha! You can't simply buy a warlord's armor. You don't even have the rank of a cultivator, let alone that of a warrior. And you want warlord's armor?
Why not?
Slow down, friend. First prove to me that you would be a good cultivator. So, make yourself useful in the city, and we can talk about better armor for you.
You said something about a special job if I want to join you.
Correct. Then listen well. You must have sensed it out there. That things are changing. That something is happening. If we are going to survive and prosper, if we're to stand a chance against the Albs, I need to know what's going on there. That's where you come in. I need information about the other factions. Any information would be useful. But if you could bring me a report from the fort in Tavar, that would be very useful. So, be it the Outlaws, a trip to the Dome City in Abessa, or word from the clerics in Ignadon, I need information. Bring me a report from at least 2 cities.
That's a lot to ask.
You know your way around the wastelands. You've survived out there. So you have the skills I need. Plus, you aren't one of us. So you can blend in better with the other people. So if you want to join us, get going. The journey will have dangers. But if you stick to the path, you should reach the other cities alive. So, what will it be? Will you prove yourself? Impress me, and you will earn not just Elexit, but favor, promotion, honor. We don't trust the secrets of our magic to just anyone. If you want such rewards, you need to earn them.
About my support. What do I need to do?
Ask around the city. Help the people here, and they will give a good report of you to the warlord of their clan. Some are overburdened, or are doing things that are not in line with the law. Lend them a hand, and uphold our rules.
And that means...
Don't do anything forbidden by our laws. It is that simple.
Gunfast. What news from the fields?
You hear you're still looking for...
What have we here? Welcome to the Berserkers. You want to make it all the way to the top? You must observe our sacred traditions. Most sacred of all, never have an empty glass. Tell me, what brings you here?
Is this your tavern?
It is indeed. Tavern, home from home, resting place for the hard-working man. We offer shelter to all loyal Berserkers. You want something to drink?
Tell me. Idan is different to the other places I've been.
Well, there you have me beaten. I've never left Idan, but from what I've been told, the comet scorched the ground and what didn't die was poisoned by ELEX. It's only here that the world is growing again. Generations of Berserkers have worked hard to make this place. And now we have the World Hearts. The other lands should be welcoming us. They should be begging us to come and heal the world instead of attacking us.
Have you heard anything about the Alps recently?
Well, it's said that they were very active a few days ago. One of them Albs, Calyx, they say, seemed to be very interested in the old observatory in the mountains up there to the west.
Calyx? Do you know where he is now?
He and his troops went north. Pity. He made it out just before the force sent after him got there. Must have had a fright. There've been no more Albs seen since then.
Do you know where in the north he is gone?
I don't really get any news from past the first border region up there in the highlands of Abessa. There's not many Berserkers prepared to venture far into the Icelands. Hardly anyone who's seen the Ice Palace has returned alive.
Do you know anyone who made it all the way down to the Ice Palace?
Not that is still alive. There were a few warriors, but we lost them in the last attack.
Why do you use such old weapons?
What? You think you can't kill someone with a sword? You don't need ELEX weapons to survive. You ask the Alps. Their technology against our magic, and they're the ones in the ground.
Maybe the Berserkers just got lucky.
Ha! Are you one of those people that looks at a shiny gun and thinks it's progress? ELEX rots whatever it touches. Look at the Alps. They might as well be mutants. They're unnatural.
What's so good about nature?
Have a beer, and you can taste it. Nature is magic. Real magic. Took the comet for people to realize that. So, that's what we do here. We work with nature. Nature gives us mana, and mana gives us magic.
Who are the Berserkers?
We're the only real free people there are. I know, we have our laws. But better that than a knife at your throat like the outlaws. Or an ELEX edition like those owls. We're working together to make this world better. You work hard here, you're rewarded. There's no others will be so fair to you.
See you later.
Good luck to him. I don't know anyone who's going to risk that journey in a hurry.
I don't believe that.
I'm gonna keep quiet about that.
You hear an outlaw?
What an ass. He should have known that.
You're the second person to tell me that today.
Continue like this. Yeah? There's a challenge. That challenge must be met.
Well, there's a face I haven't seen before. Newcomer, aren't you?
You have a problem with new faces?
Problem? Me? Oh, I never have problems, only solutions. And I reckon we can solve problems for each other.
What problems?
Of the financial kind. The kind where I've got money I'm just looking to give away, and you have empty pockets to fill.
I'm listening.
I'll bet. You look like the listening kind. Except maybe being impaled up the unmentionables with a hot, rusty poker. But, and I'm getting to the point, here's me, right? A loyal and honest berserker, someone who knows what's right, what's legal and what's not. Then there's a newcomer like you. Well, any newcomer has the potential to make honest mistakes when it comes to legalities. And if you did, then I, as an honest berserker, could help put such mistakes right in a way that earns us both elexit.
Why should I trust you?
'Cause I'm a hooded crow, not one of your rule-making Eisen clan, not a wannabe Hammer clan. I'm a good, honest, straight-talking, hooded crow.
Clans?
The Hammer clan, the Eisen clan, and the clan of the Hooded Crows. That's your berserkers. So, if you were to get your hands on rare, legally questionable items, I could, being a loyal berserker, take that trouble off your hands.
Rare items?
Rare is where the elexit is. You can spend your life dreaming of elexit, or spend your elexit living your dreams. Your choice.
You're looking for rare items?
I help people with problems. When someone discovers rare items that are legally questionable, I solve this problem without the need to take up the time of our busy official authorities. No fuss, no overstretching our legal authorities. It's much better for everyone. And all for the right price. I just do as any honest, loyal, law-abiding, practical berserker should do.
About these rarities.
Yes?
What's the catch?
Catch? What catch? You'll earn a handsome amount of elexit. Where's the catch in that?
Do you take me for stupid?
No. Stupid would only cause me trouble. Who wants stupid? Smart is what I need. Smart knows how to keep everyone happy. Smart knows how to keep the laws in perspective and turn a healthy profit. And I can see you're smart.
Want to buy some cleric's weapons?
Are you crazy? That's way too hot for me to handle. You get caught with those, and you can dig your own grave, and a grave for anyone connected to you. My advice, you get rid of that stuff as fast as you can. And take this to help you remember. If anyone asks, I never heard of any weapons, right?
Exactly what goods are you looking for?
Me? I don't want anything. But I might know a few people in need of mature healing roots. Born the cultivator knows where they grow. And if you could persuade him to let you harvest them, then maybe I could persuade someone to give you elexit for them.
And if I just give the roots to Born?
You could, but then Born's not going to be as financially grateful as me. Meaning he'll pay you less if I have to spell it out.
Can you get a hold of Alp technology?
Alptech is far, far too hot and Goliath, my friend. I'm a brave man, but no outlaw, no reaver. I mean, just the other day, I met a bounty hunter who was trying to track down an outlaw over something. Trust me, you want to stay away from that life and that merchandise.
Do you need any other items?
Well, there is something that needs acquiring and redistributing. You know the pit, right?
What's the pit?
Oh, it's a storage place. They keep unwanted items there. Well, Yora, the guy in charge there, needs help collecting things with ELEX in them. And here's you looking to be helpful. So, how about you help collect that stuff for him, then accidentally lose it on the way back?
You want me to bring you things with ELEX in them?
Well, truth be told, Yora really doesn't like that stuff. And I know people who love it. So, it would be winners all around.
Any more rare items you're interested in?
You've noticed the Mana Shrine, right? Big building in the middle of Goliath?
Yes.
Well, it just so happens that building contains all the ELEX they use to make mana. And mana is magic in whoever's hands hold it. I'm telling you, ELEX can make profits appear out of nowhere. All you have to do is make it disappear from under Caldrum's nose.
Anything else you're looking for?
Not right now. If anything comes up, I'll let you know.
What's the rarest item you're looking for?
Well, there is one thing, but it's a bit special.
Tell me about it.
Well, if you're sure, once we talk about this, you'll be committed. It's all about trust on this one.
Just tell me.
Well, you see, Ragnar, one of the big bosses here, has something of particular interest to me. A family heirloom. Eric Eisenfaust's sword.
Who is Eric Eisenfaust?
You've got to have heard of him. He was one of the greatest warriors ever to fight for the Berserkers. Eisenfaust is a legend here. Kids worship him. Warriors want to be him. Not Ragnar's either. Who knows how he got the sword, but it wasn't legitimate, trust me. Some say Eisenfaust was the real founder of the Berserkers, that he took Amrek's dreams and made them real. They say that 50 years ago, Eisenfaust destroyed an entire army of the clerics' fighting machines using just this sword. Load of old hooey, of course, but even so, with his name on the sword, it's almost priceless. Almost. I'll give you a reasonably sized stack of Elexit for it.
I'll get you Eisenfaust's sword.
Your skills, my needs. What a beautiful business we do together. But be careful, yeah? Ragnar's not gonna want to part with that sword willingly.
I'll get it for you.
Then your reward will be waiting for you.
What items do you trade?
Trade? No, that would be illegal. No, I don't trade. I run a sort of lottery, one where you pay me for a chance to win the item of your choice.
I have to gamble?
You could say that, but once you offer the right price, the odds are you'll always be a winner. I only have a limited selection. We are in Goliath, and the laws make a lot of items illegal. Well, you know what they say. One man's forbidden is another man's profit. Of course, as a loyal and honest berserker, you won't catch me saying things like that.
I want to make a trade.
Always happy to trade.
I want to make a trade.
Always happy to trade.
Hey, what's that you're hiding there?
What are you talking about?
There, on your arm. What is that?
It's an adjuter. Haven't you seen one before?
I've seen one. I've seen several. It's ELEX technology, and that sort of device is forbidden to berserkers here in Goliath. Carrying a piece like that openly on your arm could get you into trouble.
I'm not carrying it. It's an implant.
An implant? Well, that gives you a reason for not removing it. Well, you don't look like an owl. Too much color in your cheeks, too much shine in your eyes. That and you've not tried to kill me. Still, best you know that should you find any other ELEX technology on your travels, you should take it to the pit for disposal.
How do you get anything done without technology?
We haven't rejected technology completely. We have rejected ELEX technology. And as you can see around you, we have done fine without it. A clean life. Life as it was before the comet. Life grown from mana. Now, that's a better use for ELEX than building devices. So we collect technology, extract the ELEX from it, and throw the scrap into the pit.
The pit?
That's where we take all forbidden technology. Once the ELEX has been extracted there, it goes to the mana shrine, and the junk left over goes down into the pit. We cure the soil of ELEX's poison and use it for healing. You will find our healers on the upper ring. They'll show you how we use its power.
Why not do this and use technology?
You sound like one of those technophiles, looking forward and not knowing their history. Listen, there are books from the Great Fall that say there were other ways to power machines, but that most of them poisoned the air and the soil. And so, Amric and the Forefathers decreed that all technology that poisoned our world should be forbidden. And right at the time machines were forsworn, and we started to make Magalan pure again, mana was given to us. Magic is nature's reward for our rejection of technology. And if you have magic, why would you want technology? So the Albs pump ELEX into themselves, the clerics feed it to machines, and we transmute it into magic.
ELEX has given the Albs strength.
You think? Maybe. I don't know, they're a mystery to me. Most people know the Albs split from the clerics, but I don't know anyone who knows why they split from them. They have a love of ELEX, a need for it, but as to why, if we knew that, perhaps we could talk with them. But they have retreated into Zakor, only to be seen when they come to kill. And they're changing, becoming less human. While our mana helps us cast magic, it's toxic to the Albs.
But Albs can cast magic.
Yes. Now there is something I don't understand.
So if you need ELEX, why do you want to get rid of it?
Amrek's paradox. We are told ELEX is the center of all ills in the world, and yet it is also the cure. So we collect it, transmute it, and hope we can win the race against those who would use it for destruction. You could help us with that.
You want me to collect ELEX?
You must have seen that monster made of metal that sits on the horizon? That Alb converter?
What about it?
The Albs built it to refine ELEX here in Edan, but our warriors forced them to abandon it. That machine is a thing abhorrent to nature. But we can make use of it. Well, of the ELEX in it. Amrek's paradox. Let's take that horror and make it magic. It won't be an easy task, but I need to get some parts from the converter that have a high ELEX concentration in them. Can you do that?
And if I get caught bringing ELEX into Goliath?
You have my absolute word that this is official business. I told you, we need this. Amrek and the Pilgrim agree. Magic is nature's cure. Technology, its curse. The world hearts will purify Magalan without the need for machines. It's up to us to tidy up the mess that those machines have already made.
If ELEX is so bad, why do you trade using Elexit?
You mean, why not turn it into mana?
It's ELEX, isn't it?
Yes, but the concentration in it is just too low to produce mana. Maybe one day we'll manage it, but until then, it's useful. Everyone spends it, so we do too. I'm glad it's the Pilgrim and the Warlord who have to decide all these things. It makes my head hurt.
So, you won't be confiscating my Elexit?
Oh, we need as much of it as possible to buy the things we need. So please, trade while you're here.
I will get you the converter parts you want.
Good. Great. Thank you. Be careful, though. Last guy we sent disappeared. He promised he'd be back quickly. Never seen again.
You're new here, right? You're an incomer? Tell me, what do you think about our laws? Do you think they should be strict, or just used as guidelines?
Laws should be guidelines.
It's time you had an education.
Why are you asking me about laws?
Well, you're not one of us. So, I'm not surprised at all that you don't think much of our laws. Listen, can I ask you a favor? As an outsider, you're not bound by our laws. Not as much as a true berserker.
Who are you?
My name is Ornir. I'm one of the workers at the pit. We decommission forbidden technology here, making Magaland safer one machine at a time. I came up with that. Not everyone understands what we do here, particularly incomers. But as Amrek said, technology is seduction. The easy path will lay us waste. And so, here we are, removing temptation from the weak-minded.
What help do you need?
I believe I saw someone in the pit. Then he escaped. He's sort of hanging around outside town, down that path near the gate. I think he's an outlaw. I'm only guessing, but I think he must be after the equipment we throw down there into the pit. If it is really one, then he has to disappear.
Why don't you tell the guards?
No, if that's a real outlaw, they couldn't deal with him. They're not top-notch, that's why they're here, not on the front line. No, I wouldn't want to put them in danger, but you look like you can handle yourself.
Why would an outlaw be down there?
Stealing. Stealing, of course. Bastards want nothing else but to make themselves rich. And the pit is where we throw all the bits of technology once they've had the ELEX removed. Worthless to us, but an outlaw? Well, they'd try and sell maggots to a corpse, wouldn't they?
So, why don't you take care of it?
I'm not allowed to leave here. I've got to do things. I'm a technical expert. Angram wouldn't want me to endanger myself. I mean, if he was a piece of technology, I'd be there. The ELEX would be out. The law would be satisfied, but... Look, Angram's already watching me. He hears I've been near an outlaw, I'm dead, or exiled.
What exactly do you want me to do?
Kill him. The outlaw. I'd recommend you do it from a distance. Don't get close. I'm certain he's up to something.
I will take care of the outlaw.
Good. Great. Thanks. I saw him by the cliff outside the gate into Goliath. You know, below the pit. You should check around there.
Hey, can I help you? What do you want here?
Who wants to know?
My name is Bourne. I am the chief overseer of the seedling farms here in Goliath. Let me welcome you to Goliath, the jewel of Magalan. Here you can see what our world once was, and what she can be again. But tread carefully whilst you're here. Some of the plants we're cultivating in the seedling farms are fragile. Damaging them means exile to the Valley of the Damned. So I'd watch your step. It'll make life easier all round. Life is a lot more comfortable here in Goliath than out in that valley.
What is a supervisor?
Someone who has already worked so long at a job that people have decided they are better organizing people than doing the actual job.
What's a seedling farm?
We grow a lot of different plants here, specimens of all the types we can find. But of them all, the world hearts are the most important. For where they grow, all life will follow. That's why these plants get their own fortified defenses. If you would like to see the work we do, you are welcome to visit us. Many incomers stay to become cultivators. We always have space for more people willing to dedicate themselves to Magellan. I hope you find your place here.
Put that technology away.
There's a challenge, and that
Oh,
challenge
yeah.
must be met.
Ragnar's always popping in here to let me know his plans. Treats me like a brother, he does.
It allows you to earn a few shards, and that's what makes it worthwhile.
We're getting the seed.
There are too many dead already.
All technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit. Wait. One moment.
What now?
Seeing as you're looking to settle down here, you'll be needing to make friends, won't you? So, friend, why don't you head down to the tavern and bring me something back?
What do you want from the tavern?
Beer, water, hops, barley. That touch of genius, nectar of the gods. Ah, now I really need a drink.
Hard work pays off.
Give me a drink.
What'll it be? Cultivators, the shoulders upon which all berserkers stand. Warlord or...
I brought your beer.
Ah, that's what I need. About time, too.
And so here's where you give me my reward.
Your reward was getting in through that gate. Be grateful.
Letting people in is your job.
So is keeping people out. I give the word and you'll never get in here.
I don't want trouble.
Good. I thought you might see sense. And seeing as you played by the rules, I'll put in a word for you with the boss man himself. Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows. You need pledges if you want promotion, and we need reliable people in our clan. Of course, giving you my word would be a pretty big favor. So if I did that, I'd probably need a favor in return. Say, in the form of shards.
Your word is worthless, asshole.
If mine is worthless, imagine how little yours counts for. For instance, no one's gonna listen to anything you say after I've beaten 7 shades of crap out of you right here.
Do you think you're invisible or something? Do you think you're invisible or something? What are you doing here? How the flying set of syphilitic raptor bags is one man supposed to guard this area alone?
What's got you so angry?
Angry? Me? I've been ordered to stand here, balls swinging in the wind, with rotboars loose out there. With albs crawling around in the undergrowth ever since that raider crashed out to the west. Oh yeah, why would I be upset? Because I can't think what I've done to be left here, so I can have my man-jewels gnawed off by a pack of mutant canines. It's like they want this town to be overrun.
There is a guard at the entrance.
Yeah, one. Frightening individual I might be, but I'm not gonna stop a pack of rotboars or a full alb assault on my own, am I? You know rotboars will eat anything, and I mean anything. I need some damn backup. Alvar was supposed to be guarding the seedling field. But can you see him? No, because that lazy duty-skipping strip of an ass rag has disappeared. You couldn't go and find him, could you? If I'm gonna die, I might as well do it with company.
Did you see the Alb Raider crash?
Sure, I had a ringside seat here. Whoosh, blam, serves the bastard right. Flying around up there, raining shit on other people. Got some of his own shit back from someone, didn't he?
And did you see who shot the Raider down?
No, someone went foom on the thing, down it went. Whatever happened, happened quick. Goes to show relying on technology is pure madness. Nobody would get me into one of those infernal machines at any rate. Machines are against nature. You see what comes of them when it crashes out of the sky.
Was it a berserker that shot the Raider down?
No. No way. If someone from here had done that, they'd have had a parade. And they'd never have stopped talking about it. No. Which does make you wonder who it could have been.
What are seedlings?
What are they? They're world hearts.
What are world hearts?
Heart and soul of the berserkers they are. Magellan's very own mother's tit. Shove one of those in the soil and just watch the land around it grow. All this here was wasteland till the milk of mana came and changed it. You feed a seedling with mana, and when it's mature, a world heart will clean out the ELEX and bring the ground to life.
ELEX poisons the ground?
ELEX poisons everything. But if we plant enough world hearts, we'll make the whole of Magellan green again. Unless those wretched albs bomb everything flat first.
What is mana?
Magic, isn't it? Magic. But you want to know how it works? You'll have to ask Caldrum or someone. I just see the results.
There's magic out there, and you dig fields. You must feel pretty pathetic.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that.
Why should I help you?
Because you want to be safe. Because you don't want to get close and personal with an alb or a rotboar or worse. Because I'm the only guy holding back the whole of hostile Idan myself.
You are right.
Oh, thank the pilgrim's sweet smile. Finally. I knew you looked like a good one.
I'll find Alvar.
I was hoping you'd say that. You could start by asking Drogue. He's probably on duty over at the town gate. If anyone knows where Alvar is, it's Drogue. Those two are best buddies.
Yeah, she said she saw him stealing, just there, right in front of her. I have to go.
There. What happened to that big mouth of yours? Swollen shut now, is it?
About your friend Alvar.
What about him?
Where is he? He should be standing guard.
How should I know? He comes and goes as he pleases. But if you're going to start looking for him, try the tavern. Ask Orin, the tavern keeper. He could have seen Alvar.
Right. Do you know a berserker named Alvar?
Oh yeah, I know Alvar. That asshole almost tore down half the tavern with his friend Argor a few days ago. Those two drink harder than anyone I've seen drink for a long time. I haven't seen Alvar since. If you find him, you tell him not to show his face in here again.
Do you know where Alvar could be?
No, and I don't want to. You could ask his drinking buddy Argor, down at the pit. He's about the only one talking to Alvar these days.
You should come with me. See something more than Goliad.
With all the wounded there are these days, we can hardly keep up.
That's more of a reason. If we keep doing the same things, this war won't end.
Nothing we can do will end this war.
Someone has to do something. Doing the same thing again and again, it's insane.
But what can be done that the warlords haven't done already?
We can take a risk. Isn't it more important that we win this war rather than how we win it? Come with me. I need someone to watch my back when I go look for some supplies. And I know I can trust you.
I can't leave. Stormson, Caldron is counting on me. And there are so many wounded.
You patch them up. I want to give people a chance to fight back. If I can pull this off, you will have fewer wounded to worry about. Why are people so blind? How can they stare at the same thing as you and yet see something so differently?
You think everyone should think the same way?
No, but if something is so obvious, why can't people see it? We're losing this war. Our enemies can see it, we can see it.
So, why won't anyone do anything about it?
It's not like there isn't a solution out there, a way we can win. But people stick to their old ways and new thinking be damned.
If you say so.
There's no point saying unless you're prepared to do. If you stay here, incomer, you'll have to keep your views out there. I think Goliad's walls have narrowed the opinions of everyone who lives here.
Not now.
Yeah? Not now. There's nothing for you here, so why don't you just leave?
Hey, did you know there were some weapons brought back here to Goliad? Energy weapons taken from the clerics? I'd be interested in getting a look at them, if you know how I could get a chance to do that.
And if I did know something about them?
That would be good, for both of us. Listen, what I need is some help. Let's be straight. You recently tracked down a pair of cleric weapons, didn't you?
Is that an accusation?
This is a small town with lots of big mouths. There aren't really that many secrets. So, have you given those weapons over to the pit? Or do you still have them? I know some people who would be happy to pay for them. The berserkers don't want them. The clerics do.
What will you pay me for them?
Of course, of course. I can offer you ELEX if you give them to me. That would only be fair. And should you wish to learn more about technology, I could point you to where answers can be found.
I'll sell the weapons to you.
Sell? No, think of this as a finder's fee. I'll make sure these get back to the right place.
You don't think technology should be forbidden?
Look at the people here. They want to change the world, but they're doing it one handful of soil at a time.
You're staying here although you don't like it. There's something wrong about you. Tell me the truth.
Okay, you seem to have figured it out. Well, it's safer here, behind these walls, than out there with the mutants. Particularly if you don't have an energy weapon. I was traveling in Edan with a comrade to scout for men and material. We found ourselves cornered by some mutants. I was the only one to survive the attack. I ran like there was no tomorrow, and left my weapon behind. I'm glad they found me and brought me to Goliath. Besides, there are things to learn here. The more people I can convince while I am here, the better it is for everyone.
Is there anything else you don't like about Berserkers?
Don't get me wrong, the people here can be fair, they help those around them, and there's the wonder that is Berserker magic. And if you follow their laws, you will find acceptance here, all of which is 1,000 times better than you can expect from the outlaws. The people of Tavar might as well be mutants, the way they turn on everyone and everything. What I don't understand is the hatred for clerics here. The wars of the past are long gone. The enmity should be buried. Certainly the clerics believe differently about technology, but that's no reason to hate them. Is it?
It sounds like you've learned a lot about the clerics.
What about you? Are you going to pledge allegiance to the Berserkers? Run off to the outlaw way of life? Or follow an interest in technology to the clerics?
I want to become a Berserker.
Good for you. Magic and superstition and save the planet, all very noble. I wish you well. But should the magic wear off someday, there may be others who would welcome you.
Tell me more about the clerics.
You know about the comet that struck our planet? Well, back before the impact, Magalan had technology that could take you into space, or to the bottom of the ocean.
So
the clerics want to see that golden age return. We don't want to abandon all the things our people achieved. The clerics think that with Kalan's guidance, technology can sort out this mess of a planet. That it can mean safety and progress for all the free people.
So, is there anywhere to trade here?
That depends what you want to buy. Traders need to be authorized, and what they can sell is restricted. You'll need to look elsewhere if you want energy weapons, or anything more advanced than a hand-sharpened stick. And whatever you want to buy, you'll need to find the shards to pay. Say, you look like you could do with something to eat. Take this as a gift. Wisdom guide you.
What are you looking for? No, you... Did you lose something?
Quit sneaking around, I saw you. Welcome, incomer. I hope you are being treated well. Goliath has always opened its doors to those who need shelter. But these are hard times, and war grows suspicions. As for me, I think the free people should work together in this war with the elves.
Will I have trouble here?
It will mostly be talk. People gossip about incomers. If you want the people here to trust you, then help them. Once they do, they will open their doors to you. You will have a place to stay. A chance to become one of us. And they will likely reward you for your trouble. We Berserkers believe in second chances. It's your choice whether you take that chance or not.
Who are you?
I am Cormag, warlord of the Hammer Clan. Each of the clans has its own calling, and ours is magic. A gift given to us in our time of need. Proof that this planet needed a guardian, and that it chose us. We can channel power through our bodies, and battle the machines of the clerics. The power mana gives us seems limitless. And yet, it seems so normal now, doesn't it? It's hard to remember that magic is only a generation old. We have only just started our study of it. And the Hammer Clan has made that study our purpose.
Teach me something.
Sure.
So, you decided to stick around. Well, I've been given a job by a warlord Ragnar that I think might suit you, if you want to stay around for longer.
Listen, I'm not sure if I want to stay.
Well, the task I have on offer should profit you, and though it's not the best way to sell our community to you, it should demonstrate that we're open about things here. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Goliath a few months ago. A rather dedicated berserker named Ascor was killed. There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed. So, Ragnar wants me to follow up and find the murderer.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
Tell me about the victim.
His name was Ascor. He was a warrior, newly promoted from cultivator. Ragnar had high hopes for him, but Ascor wasn't popular. He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone, and it wasn't like he had many shards to up and disappear with. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Ascor's body rotting up in the forest. It looks like he was stabbed several times with a sword. Whoever did it was strong enough to overcome him, but clumsy. They didn't find anything on Ascor to point to who might be the murderer.
And you think I can find the killer?
You're a stranger here. That means you might see things I won't.
What kind of logic is that?
To be honest, I think this is a dead-end job. But Ragnar, against all the evidence, seems to think it was a berserker that killed Ascor, and he wants answers. Me, I think it's a wild goose chase. None of Ragnar's questioning has thrown up any proof a berserker was involved in this, so chances are it was an alb, an outlaw, or a reaver. But if a warlord has an itch to scratch, then that means we have to go and scratch it. So, let's cross all these suspects off the list and give them some closure.
Is this why you brought me to Goliath? To do your dirty work?
I brought you to Goliath to give you a chance. And this is a way to earn it by getting a warlord on your side.
Does Ragnar think a berserker murdered Ascor?
Ascor was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Idan. But if Ragnar's right, then it must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his reasons.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
I'll find the murderer.
Ragnar wants answers. He seems determined to find out what happened. Myself, I don't know if we'll ever know what happened. But if we can eliminate these 5 suspects, he might let this go. And who knows? Maybe one of them did do it, and you'll get the proof.
Will the suspects talk to me?
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders. They'll answer your questions. Let me know if you need help. Remember, my sword belongs to you.
Who are the suspects?
A group of people who were out there in the forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to be a guard. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi. But I think the only real reason he's on the list is because he knew Ascor when he was younger. Then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Abessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list. Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen, a hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. There's something troubling him. Last are Irdor and Rock. Rock I can't get a handle on. There's something he's not happy about. Irdor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but seems to care about his job. They were all outside Goliath at the time of the murder.
What do you want me to ask them?
Where they were 3 months ago around Mana's Eve when the crime was committed. What they thought of Ascor. I doubt you'll get a confession. I doubt any of them did it, but you'll get a sense of the men, and then you can report back to me so we can close the case.
Where can I find them?
They're all still out there. Track them down, then report back to me when you've discovered something.
You'd better get rid of that technology.
Welcome to the Mana Shrine. Have you been sent here with a task? Or are you here in search of a healer? Speak now. Or have you taken a vow of silence?
Your healers here?
Ah, well, you will find healers among us. But you will learn we also use the name for those who heal, Magalan. Perhaps not Amric's best choice of name, but we're in the habit of using it now. We cure Magalan from the curse of ELEX. And from that curse, we bring the blessing of mana.
It sounds like you're doing good work.
Saving our world. The only work that matters. This is the Mana Shrine, where ELEX is turned from poison to nectar. One day, all ELEX will come here, and Magalan will be free from its influence. Until then, we must contend with the danger here. The power released from ELEX can make the shrine a hazardous place. Please, be careful here. The power of ELEX. Tell me, who are you? You've not said what you're doing here. Something brought you here, didn't it? You were drawn to this place.
I was an alb, but I'm free from ELEX now.
Then you are an alb no more. It is ELEX that turns a man into an alb. Without that poison, you are free to make your own choices. You have told me who you were. Now we will find out who you are. Please understand, whatever feelings are new to you, every person faces that same struggle. It is the struggle Magalan suffers from too. She is dosed with ELEX. She has it in her veins as you did. But Magalan does not suffer from temptation. You must feel the lure of ELEX to your bones, the power it offers. Resist it. One sign of you giving in to the temptation of ELEX, and I will be forced to report you. If this world gives in to ELEX, it will consume us all.
What do you do here, other than give free advice?
As I have already explained, I oversee the Mana Shrine here. As Amrik said, our hope for Magalan is that all ELEX shall become mana, that from mana Magalan will be reborn. From wasteland shall spring forest, for we are the healers of the world. So, the workers bring the ELEX to us, and we transmute it at the Mana Shrine. Well, that is supposed to be what happens, but people don't seem able to stick to their tasks.
How does mana help you cast magic?
That we have yet to understand, though we do study it. Even now, Thorold the Pilgrim has withdrawn from ELEX to study its mysteries in the hope we can grow stronger. Those who cast magic will tell you that while the Albs lose their emotions closing off their minds, mana opens the mind, connects you and the world.
Isn't mana addictive like ELEX?
It is the power of mana that is addictive, not the substance itself. You can see that in Goliath. We don't need mana like the Albs have to have their ELEX, and we use a lot less. Most of the ELEX we find is given to our seedlings. Mana puts our bodies and minds in harmony with the magic we use. For us, it is natural. The energy the Albs use in magic is torn from the world. It damages them, and it damages the world.
So, how do you transform ELEX?
Transmute. We transmute ELEX. We place the ELEX in the Mana Shrine. There is something in this mountain, the way the rock was changed by the comet. As the ELEX passes through, it is changed, purified into mana. If you bring anything that has been altered by ELEX close to the shrine, you can feel it.
You say people aren't doing their tasks.
Yes, the biggest problem we have is temptation. ELEX corrupts people as it does the planet. Last week, 5 large pieces of ELEX disappeared from the shrine before it could be transmuted, at the same time as Kral, one of our guards.
So Kral stole the ELEX?
I think Kral is the thief, but thinking isn't certainty. The searches for him and the ELEX have come up empty, and I have no idea why he would take the ELEX.
I can find Kral for you, for a price.
Honest labor deserves reward. I can put in a good word for you with the warlords. Then, if you decide to join us, that will open the way for you. If it is shards that would help motivate you, then I can offer you payment. I know we all need to pay our way in the world. So, will you help me?
Maybe. Where would I need to start looking for Kral?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? The guards tried Ragnar's stronghold at the top of Goliath. Kral spent a lot of time up there, sitting out on the main balcony. He's a thinker. While the guards might have been there already, they aren't the best of investigators. Maybe you will have more fortune if you look there.
You're comfortable with an Alb living in Goliath?
An Alb is a man who has become a slave to ELEX. It seems to me that you have freed yourself. That makes you a rare individual. Still, you are wise to be wary. There are those here who would kill you if they learn your background. But though it is not one of our written laws, it is central to our beliefs and to me that we should give all those who want it a second chance. If you are prepared to leave your past behind, you should be given a chance. Are you willing to do this?
I want to leave my past behind.
That is good. Now, Angrim or Ragnar will happily chew your ear about the law, but everyone else will look to your actions.
What do you do with the mana?
Our mana is everything. It is life itself. It is mana that allows us to do magic. No other faction of the free people can do that. The mana potions we make give us that ability. It makes our warriors stronger, more powerful than any of the Alb's machines. But it doesn't just make us strong, it also makes the world blossom. Look around. All of this is the work of our world hearts.
World hearts?
World hearts are the center of everything we do, the heart of the berserkers. They are plants we enrich with mana. They bring the soil back to life.
Will you trade me some mana for ELEX?
Gladly.
What goods have you got?
Sure. You know I can see you, right?
What are you doing now?
Lousy thief!